Eternal night stalks the cobble streets of Dustfall, the dark jewel of the immortal Emperor's crown. Entrenched in a web of protective lightning, crisscrossed by canals, and born of the amalgamated ingenuity of sheer desperate survival, the city's denizens languish in the dim, distant light of a shattered star. What secrets lie hidden in the glowing courts and crepuscular grottos? What can anyone do when even spirits cannot escape the endless night, and even streets, house, and halls in the city are haunted? Whatever you can get away with, my friends. Welcome to Haunted Halls.
Woo!
Woo! Bravo.
Good job, Jerry.
You had to use your diaphragm for that one.
Listen, that one lung I got, it's working overtime, man.
That's where it's putting in the work.
Plus, those were big words for Elmo.
Gosh, welcome to Haunted Halls. I'm your host, Bobby White. I'm joined in our fancy studio, as always, by Bonnie, who is in talks with executive producers right now for a lead role in Sharknado 7, The Shark Side of the Moon.
Ooh.
Bonnie, can you tell me real quick, who would play Shroud in the major motion picture version of this game?
Oh, man.
When it comes out?
Oh, I would be thrilled if Tilda Swinton would play Shroud.
That's a good one.
It would just be perfect. My life, I feel, would be complete.
Who did she play in Constantine? Was she?
Gabriel?
Was it Gabriel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
so
she was
good.
in that movie. I forgot about that.
Yeah. She's incredible.
Yeah. All right. To my left, I have Christy, who very recently was a motion capture model for a loaf of bread in the cooking sim, Cheaper by the Oven.
Thank you.
We're casting Emmy now. Who would play Emmy?
So it would be Lucy Liu. Listen, she's such a badass.
Yeah.
We got
Yes.
Kill Bill. We got Charlie's Angels. I mean, she is perfect.
Yeah.
She is perfect.
Did you ever see her? Did you ever watch Why Women Kill?
Yes. Oh, she's so
You
great.
seen it?
It's not for you or me, Jerry.
Oh.
No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
for everyone.
For everyone, she was my favorite. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's really
Watching
good.
that maybe is preventative for the fellas. you learn why women kill, and then you just don't do those things. Push them to.
I mean,
We're,
killing.
men.
you know.
We're stupid enough to continue to do it.
That's true.
Well, and one of them, it wasn't really because he was a terrible person.
Right.
And, we don't want to give anything away, but it was to help him. And so it's not
Yeah.
always an awful thing.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It was, yeah.
So the him did not get killed in that one. Someone else got killed to help the him.
I'm not telling you.
Okay. All right.
Watch
Fair
it.
enough. All right. To my right, I'm joined by Jerry, who is the voice of the wind in 14 straight episodes of Law and Order Weather Unit. Listen to that
Dun, dun.
talent. Oh. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. Who would play? You've talked about this. This is what gave me the idea to ask everybody. You've talked about this off air. Who would play the Lady of the Docks?
So I'm a zag here because we had a discussion of someone else, but the first person that came to mind was Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh.
I know. So Gwyneth is a chameleon, and she has these businesses that are. Listen, Gwyneth, if you're listening to this, we love you. We love your Goop products.
Goop.
But I don't know if they have a real use. Putting a jade egg in places. I mean, I don't know. But that seems like what I want to do with the lady.
That's risque as fuck. But yeah. The jade egg product, the candle that smells like certain things. Goop products freak me out a little bit on a fundamental level.
They freak me out as well.
Yeah.
So, but she's always selling. She's always selling herself. She's always selling her products. And listen, that's what the lady does.
Yeah.
You know, she's always slinging, ghost encounters, selling
Yeah.
herself,
Yeah.
What do we say?
Sex work is work?
Yes.
Is that what we're saying about
Is that
Gwyneth
our
Paltrow?
slogan?
What do we say?
That's our slogan.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Wow. I did not anticipate that ever.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Join
Yeah.
our Patreon to see what sex we're selling today.
Oh, my God.
To be fair, that is a phrase I use frequently,
Sex work is work
regularly anyway.
throughout your regular day?
Yeah.
Just while you're at
absolutely.
home cooking and then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a mantra. You get up
Yeah.
in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror. Sex work is work.
You put your hand on your hips, like it's empowering.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Power poses.
Oh, yes.
Power pose.
Yes.
Power hour. Because you say it to yourself for a full hour straight.
Wow.
That sounds exhausting.
Well, I mean, but sex work is work, so
Absolutely.
it can be exhausting.
Especially when you put in
Because
that
it's
power
work.
hour.
Right. That's
But yeah,
true. That's
when you're
true.
putting in the work, it can get exhausting. Well, when last we left our scoundrel protagonist, as we're kind of starting to call it in the copy, Hoxley had shown up. We were in smack dab in the middle of downtime activities. If I recall, Jerry had taken 2
I did.
already.
Yep.
Christy had taken 1. So Emmy had met with Jaron to reduce a little bit of heat. Lady of the Docks had
We dropped off a letter
dropped off a letter and
and tried not to die.
tried not to die with the alchemist. We had an alchemist come by.
yeah?
Hey, what was that alchemist's name? Does anybody have that?
Riven.
Riven? Riven? Okay, let me just add that to my notes.
her-
Let's see if anybody
call
can
her
hear
grandma.
this.
And-
Riven.
For our listeners, check out our website to see a picture of Riven and Jaren.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have one made.
Yes.
That's very true.
Yes, it's great. I mean, it really is. I can't say enough good things about it. It's just, yeah.
Every time I open up Windows Edge,
Yeah.
Do you have it mapped to be your opening? Yeah.
That's your
That's my opening
homepage,
page.
huh?
My
Default
homepage.
browser, huh?
It probably
You're
probably
edging
better to have like
always.
Google or something like that, but no, straight to
just a
hauntedhalls.com.
basic bitch.
Hell yeah. I use Edge unironically because we use it at
What?
work and I'm used to it. And
Do
every
you
time
bing things,
I bring it up outside of work, people look at me like I am totally insane.
because you are. Who uses that? Yo,
I don't know.
Shout out to Microsoft. Sponsor us, please.
So we had a healing, we had a reduce heat, we had a dropping off a letter.
Yes. Just in case I die.
For our listening audience at home, I love you
love you.
guys.
We
They're
love
best.
you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast.
God,
But seriously, I know Riven is not a physiker and they're supposed to get a physiker, but we're going to let it roll with an alchemist because I kind of like the idea of like it being pills, like popping you full of pills and trying to find like things to inject you with.
very on brand for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I like it.
Okay. So Hoxley had just walked in. He said, what's shaking in here? And we had that whole nice little exchange where you talked about the organic meth. He walks up and he says, I'm sorry.
That damn throat.
God damn it. He says,
Bobby the throat goat.
Oh no.
did my throat? Did I do it again?
So uncomfortable.
I don't like
Terrible.
it.
We're pushing, like, I don't know. There's so many times throughout all these episodes now. We're getting into episode 4, and I feel like there's a constant reference, even if we don't say it out
Yes.
loud, about like an OnlyFans for Bobby.
Yes.
For a throat goat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to work.
Meanwhile, we're saying this shit about sex work at
Yep.
work. It's like,
Sex
And
work is
shaming
work.
Bobby.
Yeah, and then shaming me for my OnlyFans. It's going to be really successful. I'm actually using this as a platform to get listeners for my OnlyFans.
There we go.
All right. He walks in the door and he says, I got a job. It looks like you could use one.
rude.
There's not a single customer in here, sweetheart.
You missed the rush.
I missed jack shit. I've been standing outside for 30 minutes.
So
Why?
rude.
Yeah, that's weird.
I wanted to see what you got going on. I didn't miss that alchemist leaving here in a hurry. Looked like she had a coin in her pocket. Little jingle to her step.
Did you? That's what you came for? To make sure that you get paid? Don't we pay you every time you walk at these damn doors?
So thank you so much, Lady of the Docks, for reminding me. And he walks forward and he reaches down and kind of like goes to gingerly touch the bandaged portion of your gut.
No.
Do you
What are you
stop
doing?
him?
What are you doing?
He's like,
You
oh, that
have to
just it
pay
looks so
for those type
painful.
of
I just want
things."
to look. Just let me. I got a morbid curiosity about these kind of things.
Listen, you can pull back the curtains if you want for a coin.
Oh, that's you know what? I'll pass on that deal for now. Thank you so much, Lady of the Docks.
Coward.
I'm gonna guffaw from the back room.
Guffaw. Who is that? Is that Shroud back there?
Yeah,
She's
fuck
always
off.
hiding in the back. Get out of here. Make yourself useful. Fucking hawk some things. You're a hawker, aren't you? Get out and sell drinks or something.
How dare you come into our establishment?
My establishment.
Don't we? We just paid you, so for the next month, it's our establishment. What job do you have for us? My tummy.
My tummy. Oh, you poor baby.
Yeah, tell us what you got for us and go.
Maybe you should take some of that meth. Maybe that'll make you feel a little better.
It might.
It actually might. I think, you know what? I'll take a little meth.
You know what? Roll for meth.
Roll for meth.
Roll for meth.
Good point.
Let's just. Oh shit! I got trip sixes on
Oh
meth.
my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're
Meth
welcome.
So hard.
You're so messed up. I'm gonna need
really
you to roll a new
organic.
character.
So messed up. I go to Florida.
Dust Falls is now a province of
Oh
Florida.
no, it's
Oh,
Florida.
God.
Hoxley says, I was hanging out in this dive bar on the other side of Silk Shore, and I overheard this vassal for House Kellis. You know, they got one of those big fancy ships down at the docks that goes out and brings in the demon blood off the seas. She runs, it's like a cloister of monks. It's crazy shit. They like worship the fucking shit they brew or something like that. They call it Kinspire root, and they make some kind of root beer out of it. They say it lets you talk to your ancestors. I don't know if that's true, but it feels like it bears investigating, if you know what I'm talking about. You could go down there, you could steal the product, or hell, you could take the whole thing from them if you wanted to. I doubt the security can't be great since it's such a clandestine kind of operation. One way or the other, imagine if you had some shit in here that people could drink to talk to their great-grandpappy or something like that. It'd be amazing.
I'm gonna slam open the door from the back where I've been
Oh,
hanging
shit.
out, and I'm gonna say, House Kellis?
Yeah, something like that. Kellen, something.
I'm gonna look at both of you guys and go, we're doing this. We're going. I need this.
Oh,
Whoa, hey. All right, that's what I like to hear. I've finally seen a little bit of initiative from you.
Shut up.
ooh,
Yeah, shut up.
All right. I know when I'm not wanted. I'll fuck right off,
yeah.
but seriously, think about it because you're going to owe me more money next week. We can talk about next month. We can talk about 2 months from now, but I'm going to need a little bit sooner.
Count
Next
us in.
week.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
this is a monthly payment installment.
I don't know what lawyer you had take a look at the document you signed with me, but I pissed on it the second we were done, and I fucking own this building. So if I say once a week, I mean once a week, sweet cheeks.
Sweet cheeks?
Yeah, that's right, darling.
You know what? You're so right. We'll have your money next week. I'm so sorry that we are so upset with you. We'll make sure you have your money next week.
You know what? I love it when you talk sweet to me there.
You know
lady.
what, Hoxley? It's time to go.
Okay,
it's time to go.
all right. I know when it's getting late, the sun doesn't exist, so I'm gonna walk out into the ever-present darkness of the city and just fuck right off. See you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Same time,
Bye.
same channel.
Bye.
And he walks out, shuts the door behind him.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Hate that guy. I hate him.
We have to do
We
something
will.
about him.
We will absolutely kill him.
We have to do this job. We have to do this job.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
To get the demon blood, right?
So not to
Of
ask too many
course.
questions, but why do we have to do this? I'm down for whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and you really perked up with the name?
Let me tell you about House Kellis.
Okay.
We're here for story time.
Those fuckers owned the factory that I was sold to as a child. We worked day and night. My fingers bled. They didn't care. Her husband disappeared one day, whenever I became a teenager. I don't know why, he died. I had nothing to do with it, but anyway.
Nothing to do with it?
No, nothing to do with it, but House Kellis still owns that goddamn factory.
It kind of sounds like she did have something to do. Oh, sorry, I'm going.
God damn it, Hoxley.
Get out of here!
Pull the blinds down over the windows.
I throw something out the door.
Throw a tray of meth. Yeah.
Oh, no, not the man.
Not the meth. I'm sorry. That was too far. That was too far. Sorry.
That was 17 coin of meth.
Shit. But anyway, I hate those fuckers. Let's go fuck them up.
You know what?
Hell yeah.
Let's go fuck him up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. We do still have a bunch of downtime activities.
Okay. Who do we have left? We
got 2 for Bonnie,
Yeah.
1 for Christy.
Okay.
The first thing that I want to do is I want to take some time at the bar and I want to work on my attune.
Okay.
After the Revenant incident, I think I might need to practice summoning my ghosts a little bit, but just a little.
Let's see if I can find somebody that would help. Actually, let's just make somebody up. I'm going to open your character sheet, Shroud. We're going to go down to the bottom into your notes. And we'll say there's somebody who lives in the neighborhood. Maldives, I'm going to call her.
Ooh, Maldives, huh?
Ooh, exotic.
Very.
She is a local soothsayer and reader of the crystals, the stones that she pulls from the earth. She always has, very similar to you, a veil, a shroud around her, over her face. She's known to tell fortunes and sometimes make fortunes, sometimes break fortunes. But her clairvoyant eyes see through the ghost field and are able to command the spirits. She's highly sought after if there's problems with a spirit following you or any kind of trouble that you could come into contact with if you've been dealing with the ectoplasm too much or the demon blood. She walks in. I assume you reach out.
Yeah. Could she potentially help us with the revenant problem if it becomes a problem for us?
Oh, I would charge you some coin if that's where we're going. Yeah.
But that's not a no.
Wait, how much coin do we have left?
I have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I spent mine for the healing.
I have a coin, and then we just paid a coin.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just,
So
between us, it's just the 2 coins.
Just the 2 coins. Okay. Also, you have no idea where that revenant is. If you located the revenant, maybe.
Yeah. And that's why I said if it becomes a problem for us.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I'm sure she would probably love to get embroiled in that. Sure. For a little bit of money.
Okay.
Madame Maldives. I feel like
Describe her. What does she look like?
What does she look like, Bonnie?
Madame Maldives. Ooh, okay. So she has olive skin. She has long, thick, black, curly hair. She's got things like beads and bones and like ancient coins, and things like that just woven into it. She's got, really dark eyeliner that looks almost smudged down her eyes, wrinkles. She wears bright red lipstick, and some of it's on her, like her crooked teeth a little bit, she wears robes and bangle bracelets, and she's got like long nails. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's her.
She almost looks like an old, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the Russian word for witch. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It.
Like Strega. She's like an old
No,
Strega.
it's not Strega. It's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Wasn't Strega Nona a witch that made like magic noodles?
That's Italian.
Is that Italian?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So sorry to the Italians.
I'm not sorry to your cool language.
Oh.
If I had Microsoft Edge, I could look it up. I could Bing it.
Like Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
That's it, yeah.
I think more of a Strega than a Baba.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. We'll give her more Strega. Okay, we'll give her Strega.
Okay. Right word, wrong nationality. That's my bad.
Strega Malkin.
Yeah. Strega.
I like it.
Okay. You have summoned me, my dear. What can I help you with?
Well, not that anything happened, because it didn't.
Yes. I can see from your aura that everything is perfectly fine.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page. I was hoping to get a little bit of advice from you about...
Is it a terrible accent?
No, I'm just laughing because Bonnie just plays off of you so well.
Thank you.
I got self-conscious because I saw giggles.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't you. It was
Fuck. I am doing a terrible job. Okay. All right. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, again, not that anything happened, and I'm glad my aura is fine. It's just that I want to practice summoning ghosts, talking to them. Just in case of emergencies. I just need to practice. I was hoping you could help me.
She stays quiet, looks at you for a moment. It's like a piercing look, and she says, You have summoned something very dangerous into the city. I can look at you and tell. This is a thing that has happened. Don't lie to Madame Maldives.
All right, fine. It was an accident.
Tell me, child, what happened?
Well, it might have been a revenant, and it might have taken possession of somebody's body, and it might have jumped into the waters. I don't know. It's probably dead, but it was pretty bad.
And of course, you have followed up. You have seen this person who was possessed momentarily has reported to work, yes?
Well, it only just happened. I mean, okay, and by just, I mean, okay, no, I have not. I haven't. I just assumed that he was dead because he jumped into the water.
She says, This is a dangerous game that you play, child. Come here. Let me give you..." And she kind of takes something from inside of her, what do you call that, bodice? I don't know. Like her clothing, her lady clothes.
Yeah.
And she pulls it out, and it appears almost to be a small simulacra of a person. The little crystal for a head. What looks like could be her own hair, woven together for arms and a body and legs. She says, "Take this charm into your hands. Hold it. Feel it. I want you to be mindful in the present. Focus your energies on this simulacra."
I close my eyes and I take a deep breath.
Not like that. Relax. You must relax. And she pops your hand.
Don't do that again.
You are a dangerous child. I can tell just from being in your presence. I don't really expect you to relax while I'm shouting at you, but you must learn to control, young one, or else it will catch up to you. And the wardens, they'll come for you too. Come with me.
All right.
Let us focus and practice. And she leads you back into the back of the bar, and you spend maybe 3 hours really focusing and trying those mindfulness exercises. And you can mark one little dot on your experience tracker.
All right.
All right, that's one down for you. We have 2 downtime activities to go before we're done. Jerry, were you going to spend a little coin to try and get your heal on?
Do you need to spend a coin? Because I have the ability to give someone an extra downtime.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, if you don't mind, please.
Oh, I don't mind.
Thank you.
I would love to help a friend.
We'll say maybe it's...
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. It's like 3 days later, maybe 3-4 days later. Time, there's time between scores. We don't have to be super breakneck about it. Although you do have 3 more days till you got to pay Hoxley, so we got to think about that.
Yeah.
But maybe you call Riven back over?
Or I can go visit Riven.
You could go visit. Now that you can walk into your own power.
Yeah.
If you're going to her place of residence, I'm going to say that she operates out of an old hut built up. Maybe not a hut, but her actual alchemical supplies are in what probably looks kind of like a meth house from the outside, over in 6 towers. Nice and isolated, so that if any of her reagents react poorly with one another and a subsequent explosion or something crazy happens, it's not going to hurt houses around. She's a responsible crazy person, responsible tinker. And she invites you in. She says, "Did you burn through the pills faster than I told you? That is common. It's not something that I would fault you for. You must be in tremendous pain."
I mean, Grandma, I've been through this before, but yes, unfortunately, I've gone through the pills, and I'm just looking for something a little bit more, maybe a little stronger. And we've got a job that's coming up, and I need to be at least at 80%.
I want to point out really quickly that I'm very proud of you and me for using the newfangled vernacular of pill or capsule. Because as we established, I straight up invented that in the last game. So good job on you and me for remembering to say pills.
We're amazing women. 2 peas of a pod.
Incredible. At the top of my game, I would say.
Never lost a step, even at your age. What's this on the wall?
She says, that's, well, if you have to know, they have these things they call dragons in the far off reaches of the Dagger Isles. And I had somebody bring me back one. She points up, and it's a vivisected lizard. Like it's got its skin peeled open and pinned, where it's really hard to actually tell that it's a creature or an animal at all, except for that you can see bone exposed. She says, supposedly they have the most poisonous mouths in the entire animal kingdom, but I didn't believe anybody until I got it back, and let me tell you, I conducted a few experiments of my own and discovered some very interesting properties of their saliva. Unfortunately, of course, this one is dead, and I won't likely get to study a live one anytime soon, but fascinating.
That does sound fascinating. Oh, man, I wish I could find a live one for you. That would be very nice.
If you ever do, I'd pay handsome coin for it.
Okay, that's good information to know. So what's this on your counter?
He's making me make shit up.
Look, we're building a world.
That right there. That's a bottle of fuck around and find out. I brought it. I don't sell my trade secrets lately, and I see what you're trying to do right here.
Listen, I'm just. I was about to say I'm just a girl. Let's not do that.
I'm just a girl.
Just a girl. No, listen. We have history. You know, this scar that I've acquired, you've helped me with, and this other one, of course, and you remember the story of that one. So I never got a chance to really get to know you. And I think behind that tough exterior, there's a woman just like me who is just trying to make it and trying to find a path where they can find joy and happiness.
Oh, my dear, I look at you and I think there's probably not any woman quite like you, but
Oh, thank you.
I'm not necessarily a compliment. Anyway,
Wow.
Well, we're going to let that slide.
I have to tell you, I've been in this business, as you say, a long time. I take the fact that you can tell I've been here for a long time, not to be the insult that it felt like, but more the mark of respect that you see that I have been a part of this community and doing what I do very well for a while. And I've done that by not letting people know things about me, my personal life, my private life. And I think you'd do well to do the same, young woman. Take my advice. Don't let anybody in.
Unfortunately, I have. And it hurts me every single day. Like you see like this confident face just kind of soften and dour, and you can tell that she's telling the truth, like deep down. And then she shakes it off like, okay.
She shakes it off because Riven jabs you with a needle.
Yeah.
Sees it, and she's like, bah! See? That's what happens. Don't let that mask slip, young lady.
Never again. Thank you, Grandma.
Yes. Do you want to roll the die or shall I?
I want you to roll it.
Okay, here we go. We need this to be a 6 for you.
It's probably not going to be a 6.
It's fucking 3.
Oh.
One more slice of the pie.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Gut shot, right? So anything physical in this next job, you got a -1 die. Yeah, that's rough.
Okay. Listen.
Unless somebody
harsh
does
world
want
we
to
live
spend
in.
a coin, you can go to the doctor one more good time.
No.
Can I take her to the doctor during my downtime?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I would accept that.
Okay. So are we going back to Grandma or?
I think,
2 more days later.
or I just happen to stop by, or I happen to walk by the hut, and I see you in there, and I see her jabbing you, and I come in.
God, yeah.
I'm like trying to move over the wind chimes and stuff, make some kind of noise like I'm entering. Like, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Casually.
Hey,
Yeah.
girl. Hey.
Yes.
She's like, oh, you're multiplying. There's more of you now.
More of us. You've known me forever.
Well, you weren't here 2 seconds ago while I was working. I'm slipping into Hoxley. You weren't here 2 seconds ago when I was working on your friend here, and now here you are. Thick as thieves, one might say.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
But so
good.
wait a minute. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Don't worry about that. I may have been doing something, but I saw you through the window. How's it going? How's the recovery process?
You know what? I mean, it could be better, but I think Grandma's got me. I mean, I don't feel any better. It feels like I rolled a 3 when I probably needed a 6.
No.
That's okay. That's okay. I will be ready.
She takes her 2 fingers and like jams them in your mouth while you're talking, right up on your gums, and you feel a warmth spread a little bit, and you're like, and so the pain goes away a little bit faster. Like, don't tell anybody about that one. That would get me in trouble with the blue coats.
I won't. I won't tell anyone what you just did to me.
Emmy's just standing there, like looking between Lady and Riven with
Holds
like
up her
this
fingers. She's
shock.
like, I've got one for you too if you need
I'm
a little
good.
bit of. It'll make you feel better.
Whatever kinky stuff was going on between you two.
Oh.
I recognize that sex work is work.
TM.
This is not that kind of shop. I just penetrate somebody
No.
with a needle real quick. and then-
No,
I don't judge. I don't judge.
I do.
We listen, but we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah. But yeah, so what's that stuff? Well, okay, Riven, I understand. You don't want to give away your trade secrets. I know how you are. I know how you operate. You've never told me anything.
No.
She does
Okay,
I
listen,
will.
you didn't have to say it like that, Riven. Jeez.
Hilarious to even think that you would think I would tell you one of my trade secrets. I don't even give trade secrets to my apprentices. They can learn it on their own. It's going to make them better physicers down the line, better chemists.
You're their mentor. Okay, I'm not getting devolved into this.
She's so
Anyway,
complex. She's such a complex woman.
yeah, she is.
You should come down to the bar. I'm sure there's got to be an old dead man that you want to commune with eventually.
Do you get something other than mushroom whiskey, and I'll come on down. I promise.
We do have other things.
I'm not doing your meth. My meth is better.
All right, fine.
And she looks at Lady of the Docks. She's like, right?
I mean, you haven't had my latest batch.
Yeah,
It's okay. I'll be honest. Yours is better, Riven.
thank you very much. See how the crystals are perfectly clear? No, I don't know things about meth. I keep trying to say like I know things about meth, but I don't. See how they're the druggiest drugs? They're the best.
They drug so good.
They drug the best of all.
We're going to head down to Florida and get some meth, okay?
There you go.
So how's the recovery going? Can I ask that you help Lady some more? We want her in tip-top shape.
Well, I do have something in the back of my shop that you could take with you. Mm-hmm. But it's a little bit pricier than the normal stuff that I hand out.
How much is going to charge? How much you going to charge us?
For a week's supply, 1 coin should cover it, but I could definitely give it to you to go. It's something that's topical. You could rub it on. It makes it where the rot doesn't seep in.
That's good because I didn't want to deep throat your fingers again.
Oh, that was just a courtesy. I don't. If you don't want the feel good at the end of that's like the lollipop at the end of the doctor visit. If you don't want that, that's fine.
Yes, I never want that again.
She shoves 2 more fingers in.
She's so quick.
What, like a ninja?
Well, I want to use Sway
Okay.
to talk her into not making us pay for it.
Ooh.
So
like that.
I hate to be that GM,
Oh.
but you are explicitly paying 1 coin to take an additional. Oh no, you're using
it's
your own.
mine. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Then no sway required. Sorry, I had it wrong in my head. Yeah,
Oh
congratulations.
my god.
Okay,
Look at that.
Oh my god.
is that your roll?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yes. That 5 there, we'll keep it.
All right, that's two ticks.
2 ticks?
So you move from you had what skin knee as a level 1.
Yep.
Then you had gut shot as a level 2. Skin knee falls off. Gut shot goes down to a level 1, and it becomes. We're just gonna say, I don't know. Let's like laceration, like minor laceration or something like that, where it's still healing. It's still on there, but not nearly as bad. Oof.
A little sensitive.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I've never had this type of sisterhood before. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Me neither.
I hope to stay with this group and this crew forever.
Same, right, Riven?
You're both making me sick. I don't even want to hear it. You get out of my office.
Wait,
What are you still doing here?
Who hurt you?
You girls, be careful.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye, Granny.
Don't shoot any blue coats on the way out.
We'll try. Wink, wink. Where'd she hear that from? What?
I don't know.
What made her even think to say that? She heard something?
She's scary.
I think she's heard about what we've done.
She always has her ear to the streets, so
It's the grindstone. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do with your final remaining?
That was it.
Oh, that's your second
Yeah,
one.
that's my second one.
But
I
is
mean,
there a bonus
Got
one?
more.
no, you got my bonus one.
For your
took
second
two of
healing.
them?
Yeah.
Well, listen, this is also very much in line with Emmy.
Okay.
Because Emmy's all about obligation.
She invests in her people.
Does she get something for that?
Does that reduce my stress?
She's got you. She gets,
Damn.
She gets you almost back up at 85% power. That's what she gets for it.
Yeah.
What's everybody's stress level sitting at?
Mine's a 4.
A 5.
That's not bad.
A 5.
5. That's, you'll be fine.
This is gonna be an easy job.
Easy peasy.
Get the goods, burn down the building, maybe kill somebody.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not that we would.
We'll never hurt anybody.
No.
Look at us.
Bonnie, what is Shroud's other downtime?
So I do want to relieve some stress. I only have 4. But I feel like Shroud, knowing what she's about to do, she's going to go confront House Kellis. She's going to go chill I say chill, but what she's going to do is she's going to buy like box seats to like an underground fighting match.
Ooh.
And she's just going to go watch a fight happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Shroud.
Yeah, girl. Luxury.
Is that luxury, watching a fight?
From the box seats, yeah.
Oh,
like the good seats, you
Ooh,
know.
can we
Gotcha.
can
Do
we
they give
get
you
you
a
dolled up?
massage?
Huh?
Do they what?
Can we get you dolled up?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did
And
you ask?
do they give you a massage in the box seats? Like how luxury are we talking with the box
I don't
seats?
know. Whatever a coin can get me.
Yeah.
You know.
This is your first experience.
We'll find out.
so-
Yeah. I haven't done
see.
it before, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear my mushroom fur
Wow.
coat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Smells good too.
Smells great.
Smells like mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's see here. We have a couple of options for fighting pits. There are some fights that happen at the docks. They're boxing matches. That might play more closely to like the luxury. So
Yeah.
instead of it being just a full-on brawling pit,
Yeah.
it's like official.
That's what I'm
fisticuff
thinking, yeah.
matches. The person who sets that up is Grist, which is a terrible name to say.
Grist.
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 Like wrist with a G at the beginning of it. Because why the fuck not? Grist. Grist. Let's say he's a smartly dressed man. He hangs out in some of the office districts of the docks, the place where they keep all the different manifests and things like that of the ships that are coming in. He can always be found wearing overalls over a white button-up shirt. He keeps his sleeves rolled up to mid-arm. He has a handlebar mustache that swoops down and curls back in a full 360 degrees before it comes to a point facing away from his nose again.
Oh.
And it kind of puts off that machismo, like maybe he's a former boxer who now organizes these events.
Can I make one suggestion?
Yeah.
He looks like Daniel Day-Lewis
Who's Daniel Day-Lewis?
from Kings of New York. Have you seen that? The Scorsese?
Gangs of New York?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that works. What's the boxing? Let's see. What's the boxing arena going to be called?
The right hook.
The right
Ooh,
hook.
the
I like
right
that.
hook.
The right
Yeah.
hook.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
The right hook.
Grist at the right hook. Sees you walking up. Shroud, I've got your seats reserved back right in front of where the horses shit. Is that going to do you for this time? You still get to see the show. Every
Well.
single seat in the house is a good seat. I promise you that.
Well, I mean, that would be my normal average Tuesday, but tonight I've got the box seats.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to
It's a
see a little bit of coin before. Not really though. But let me see the color of your jib.
I'll flash my coin at him.
He says, "Oh, good. One moment." And he kind of does a double clap. And one of his servants comes out. offers to take whatever you're carrying, purse, anything like that, coat, take the dress coat off of your
My
shoulders.
mushroom fur coat.
Your mushroom hair coat. So good. It smells so good. It's a really earthy
It's
aroma.
like kind of squishy, you know? Just kind of.
God.
Wait a minute, what are you wearing underneath it?
Underneath it, well, so one of the things is with my veil, like I tend to wear it kind of like I was wearing a sheet almost, but like, so kind of like my shroud kind of wrapped around, but this time it's like flattering, like in a form figure.
A form-fitting shroud.
A form-fitting shroud, yes. Really
Okay.
accentuates the curves.
The curvatures.
Sure.
Her lady lumps.
Yeah.
Check it out. Okay. They take the mushroom jacket off, the mushroom cloak. Should have been y'all's gang name, by the way, the mushroom cloaks.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
And escorts you up to the box. So you're in a it's a very small box. There's only, because of the coin that you've paid for this particular thing, there's only one or two other boxes near you, but no seating for anybody else in your actual box unless you had brought company. There's a table set up. There is a complimentary small bottle, not a big one, a small bottle of real spiced rum from the capital.
How small are we talking?
We're talking like
Like the little samplers from the liquor store?
yeah,
Like
that's what we're
okay,
talking.
okay.
We're talking like sample from the liquor store. You can buy more, but you get a little taste for free.
Gotcha.
Since it's the good stuff.
I'll tell you what. I am going to take a sip out of it, but I am going to stash it away to share with you guys later.
Aw, that's so nice.
Yes.
So nice. The fight starts, and there's several smaller fights before the big one, you know, and as a connoisseur of like this kind of recreation, you watch the opening gambits kind of throw their hands at each other, trade fists, some skilled, some unskilled. You can tell which ones are going to be the front runners and like the ones who draw the tickets later on watching these matches. But as the evening closes and the title fight starts, you hear somebody kind of walk up behind you in your booth, and a slightly more serious grist says, "So, you're going to tell me how you went from small time to the box, Shroud?"
It's grist, right?
Grist.
Ah.
That's right. I watch people. It's kind of a pastime of mine. I've been watching you up here. Enjoy yourself. I want to know,
He was looking at you.
how did you
Your
come into
curves.
this?
It
Yeah,
was.
I was checking out your lovely lady lumps,
Films in that sheet you're wearing.
and it really accentuates.
Oh no.
Go on.
He's like, I really like this new shroud you've
Oh,
got.
thanks. It's my fancy shroud. Oh.
Oh, does the corpse like skin and hair go all the way down? Is that?
Oh no.
I'm going to do my best Lady of the Docks impression. Oh, there's only one way to find out.
That was good. I like
Thank you. I've been practicing.
We can tell.
It's perfect.
I'll kind of, give him the once over, almost, dismissively, and just say like, well, there's been work around and I've been taking some jobs here and there. What of it?
He says, "What of it is, I like to watch the up-and-comers just like I noticed you were doing with my boxers up here. I can tell you've got an eye. You always follow the one who's going to win the match. And right now even," and you're kind of watching the boxing match begin. The first opening salvo, they're testing each other, kind of quick jabs to see what kind of defenses the other person's going to bring to bear. And he says, "Right now, you're watching right there. I see. You know which one's going to win, even this early in the fight. That's the kind of thing that I value in a retainer. If you ever need some work, I want you to come my way now that you've got the kind of coin to toss around on the box seats."
What kind of work are we talking about? I mean, you wouldn't have anything to mention now, would you? I do like my box seat.
He looks at you for a long moment, kind of considering, and he says, "I might know a thing or two. You still work out of that bar?
Yeah.
Look here, see, I've got some competition over in Coleridge. some of the workers there have started a distillery deep down underneath the mines where they think no one knows about it. By my last estimation, they've squirreled away quite a cachet of whiskey. It's cash or cachet?
Cash.
Cachet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
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 Quite the cacchino of, quite the catechism of
Cataclysm of whiskey.
yeah. He's like, the kind of thing that probably a little stand-up organization like yours would really benefit from, you see. And all I would ask is for a small cut of the barrels to bring over here for my clientele. Maybe get yourself something a little better than that sample bottle we gave you for free. Listen, the job's not going anywhere, so take some time and think about it. Come back and talk to me when you're serious.
Maybe I will.
He says, I'll let you get back to the fight. Enjoy. But we both know you already know who's going to win.
Oh, I do, but it's always a pleasure.
All right. And he backs away. You spend the rest of the fight enjoying yourself, watching the title match. They are really skilled. And we actually do have to roll to reduce your stress.
Okay.
Indulge your vice. This is bad because you might overindulge, Bunny.
I might. I really do like this box seat. This is pretty nice.
I want to say it is a straight D6. And
Right.
if you roll a 5 or a 6, there are consequences.
Oh boy. All right.
All right, here we go.
It's going to be fine, y'all. Here we
It's
go.
going to be a 6.
Oh, it's a 6. Why would you do that?
Okay. I should have done this beforehand.
Okay.
Actually, I might have it open right back over here.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it look like when you overindulge?
Oh my God. I think, can I describe how I overindulge?
No, because there's actual codified rules.
Oh, okay,
And we've got to
okay.
go with one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. You can tell me which way you're leaning, though.
What I was thinking was I would, like let what Grist said get in my head about always knowing who the winner was going to be, and then start trying to take bets with people, even though I don't have any more money to pay up with, but just kind of mingling with the other fancy folks and that was
for
my
a week.
thought. Disappear for a week.
Yeah.
That was my
We
thought.
had a job. Where the hell were you?
Disappearing for the week is the worst one that could happen to
Yeah,
me.
please
But
don't.
also, here is what can happen. You either attract trouble. So we could go with that whole thing where you borrow money, like
Yeah.
you said, and then basically we roll an additional entanglement, and you have to suffer whatever that happens to be. You could end up bragging to somebody, get a little drunk at the end of the night, brag about your exploits, and pick up 2 heat.
No, because I only had a little tiny bit of that. I'm saving them the
Yeah.
rest of the good stuff.
You don't have to be drunk to brag, though. You could just make bad decisions.
But what's your
Criminal.
character?
I'd rather do the gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could vanish for a few weeks and get embroiled in the fights and make a new character for next time. Or you could do something that gets you tapped out, and Grist could actually refuse to serve you for a while.
I'd like to go with the first option. I feel like that would kind of fit the best with what I was thinking she would get herself into. Just getting a big head full of herself,
Yep.
overconfident, and owing people money in addition to Hawksley would be like the worst.
Ooh.
It would be pretty bad.
It would be pretty bad. But I'm willing to go with it.
Okay. What is y'all's current heat? Does anybody
I
have
think
that
it was a
recorded? I think
Yeah.
it's
We
a
I
went
think it
down
was a
to a
2.
1.
Oh,
went down
we
to the 1?
did. We
Okay.
went down to a 1.
Okay. Well, then somebody appears right behind you and says, may I take a bet, madam?
A bet. Okay.
And
Okay.
And how much would you like to place on the bet?
Oh, what's everybody else betting?
Oh well, El Tigre is favored to win this bout.
Yeah.
The odds are 2 to 1 in his favor, so you bet a coin, get 2 in return.
Wow, that's
It's actually quite shitty odds. I'm not sure how betting works.
yeah, me either. But that sounds great. Let's
Jerry, you do online betting. What is a good what's a good thing to say here?
Since we're only dealing with coins, I think 2 to 1 is good.
2 to 1.
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you like to place your bet on El Tigre? And this is the person you've been watching. That,
Right.
You know,
Right. All right.
very, very clearly, old Grist made it seem like
Right.
you're right. That's the one who's going to win. He's watching your eyes, watching you watch El Tigre.
Well, how about this? I'll roll a dice. Odd numbers, I do 1 coin. Even numbers, 2 coins.
Oh, okay. My lady is very adventurous. Go ahead.
Okay.
Your lady.
Odd numbers, 1 coin.
1 coin. I have been authorized to offer you this on the house, and it's a she, hands you an additional glass with some kind of amber liquid in the bottom of it.
Gulp.
Oh,
She says,
Sorry.
and if you could just make your mark here on this sheet, the contract is signed.
I will sign it. I'm going to win. It's going to be fine.
You turn back around just in time to see El Tigre take a vicious titular right hook to the mouth.
No.
He spins, the tooth sails out of his mouth and lands in the glass that you just drank out of. Ting, 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 ting.
Oh, God.
And you look down at the bloody tooth, you look up, you watch him just topple backwards onto the rings.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
Yeah. And she says, very good. Thank you so much. We will
Wait.
send someone to collect your coin.
Hold on.
Nope.
What?
Nope. I'm going to, it's not my job. My part is done. Walks away. All right. Roll me a D6.
One? Is that bad? Is 1 bad?
It's pretty bad.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. What you rolled is gang trouble or the usual suspects. Gang trouble is somebody in your gang, which is only 3 of you right now. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like fucks up. It could be you, you know, so you make this bet. You don't have the money to pay it. So you can either lose face, forfeit rep equal to your tier plus 1, which for you is 1
Okay.
rep. I
Right,
think
right,
you only have 1
yeah.
from the last one.
We've got 2.
You have 2. You have 2 reps. So lose
So we
half
lose
your
half
rep.
of it. Oh.
Or you could be made an example of,
Oh.
and you all 3 would have to figure out how you're going to make an example of Bonnie so that nobody of Shroud, so that nobody comes after the rest of the gang.
absolutely not.
Oh no, that's not an option.
Yeah, that's not.
Or you face reprisals from the moneylender who organized the betting, and we deal with that at a later date.
Let's do that one.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
o'clock.
you owe 1 coin.
Yeah.
Don't you still have a coin?
You could pay it off right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
do that because honestly, I thought I spent the coin anyway. So.
There's the consequence. You lost the coin.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. If you had to pay coin every single time you indulged your particular vice, it would
Yeah.
not be fair for your
It's
character.
happened twice
so.
now that you've lost a coin.
Gambling? Did the other
So-
time happen before we were officially recording?
yes.
now?
Yeah.
Yes, in that casino. But that was for a cause.
Okay.
Sure.
It was. Anyway.
No, just no more gambling by yourself.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Yeah, you need to bring us with you.
Getting in a little bit of trouble. Okay. That's everybody's downtime activities, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to point out nobody has opened up that dossier.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not getting rid of it.
No, we do want to look at it.
Oh, yeah.
We just haven't yet. We've been busy, you know?
Listen, we had someone dying on our hands.
Yeah.
Dying.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't take it all that seriously, but she was dying.
Yeah.
Not at all, but she did. She was bleeding. She was bleeding out of her guts.
Yeah.
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 We took it somewhat seriously. You know,
Yeah.
bandage.
Absolutely not.
Fingers
They
in my
left you
throat.
on the cobblestones
That.
For a reason.
for children to knife in the dark.
Not for that
Oh, yeah.
reason.
I mean, it didn't.
Start a clock.
Not
I'm
for
going
that
back
reason.
and
It
bucking
didn't
up those kids.
happen.
Just murdering those children.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, that's our next downtime.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you.
Show them.
You open up the dossier, and it is information about a prison transfer. A high-value prisoner is being transferred from the labor camps just outside of Iron Hook Prison into the prison itself. This prisoner is a well-known, saboteur, known for moving against the great houses, sabotaging their boats, sabotaging their operations. And as such has made a lot of very, very, very high visibility enemies. I guess maybe Finnick was transporting the information to the office that was finally going to be in charge of the actual transfer, but it does detail that it's happening a week from today. It gives a basic overview of where it's happening and who's going to be involved. The prisoner's name is Dara Nesk, a fairly infamous, I guess I'd say, saboteur.
What was the name again?
Dara Nesk. Yeah. So something to think about. Probably this score or next score. And then after that, your opportunity's gone,
Okay.
But that would be the third score that could possibly be something you go after.
Okay.
All right. We're sitting at free play at this point. So we've gotten some things accomplished. You have 3 jobs on the table. Time for y'all to role play it out, figure out what you're going to go for next time.
All right, Shroud, you seem to feel very strongly about that noble family.
Yeah.
Is that what we're set on?
I mean, you heard the story.
Yeah.
The horrible things they did to her.
Yeah, let's
I
go
think we get
fuck them up.
Yeah.
Let's go fuck
They're
them.
buying orphans.
Oh,
Fine,
fuck them.
or-
Are they still doing that?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we need to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's fuck them up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, then the only thing really left to do is to talk about information gathering and how you want to do that.
Okay.
And then you have to pick your plan of attack once you have as much info as you possibly can get. So how are we checking out the score?
Should we go check back in with Hawksley?
No, I don't want to talk to Oxley. There's one-
Jerry's saving my voice. Making sure that I don't have to drink tea later tonight.
Would I have any contacts left from the factory who might know something?
Do you want to
What do you guys think? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay.
leverage a contact from the factory? Let's see. What would be a good... It would be somebody around your age, without going too into depth.
How about another like Taikarosi?
Another abused Taikarosi child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's their tell?
Good question. Give them some horns.
Horns?
Yeah.
How many?
Ooh, 6.
6 horns?
Wow.
Sprouting?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just little
Mark
like,
of the Beast.
stubs going down their head.
Yeah. Were there any male Gorgons?
No.
Medusa's the most famous. They're all women? Fuck. You open it being a girl?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to call it Medusa. 'Cause
Ooh.
they all come up off the head and they're all
Okay.
kind of rounded, almost look like snake heads.
Okay.
So Medusa was not as lucky as you, didn't escape quite so far and quite so well, and has been working some of the streets in Dunslow, one of the poorer districts in town. But she tries to keep her head up. It's a very specific kind of clientele that's interested in what appears to be a snake-headed woman. Yeah, Lady of the Docks may know her by reputation. She turns a trick to make a buck and keep the food on the table.
I wonder if she would want to come work at the bar.
Maybe, but she says, Shroud, I haven't seen you in so long. I know sometimes when we come together like this, it brings it all back, but it's still good to see you. What can I do for you?
I'm going to push my veil back with her as a sign of trust. Especially being like around someone who's from where we are, Tykeros. And I'm going to say like, it's so good to see you. It does all come back. My heart sinks every time I look at your face, but I know that there's something better for us out there. And I need you to help me with this thing that's going to get us past this point. Please. And I want to explain, what I heard about the job and ask her if there's any details she can give me that would help us out.
She says, let me ask around. I'll see what I can find out.
All right. Is there anything you need, Medusa?
Coin, always. You know how it is.
I do.
Do you have any spare?
Not spare, but, we are running a bar now.
Care to make a wager?
It's like this
No.
one knows you or something.
It's weird. It's weird.
You see her. She has like a bowl of some kind of like dried meat, like jerky flakes. Maybe it's fish jerky. It's a big thing in other cultures.
We love fish
Nice,
jerky and
nice,
Thai
like
roast.
Would it
salty
be just
squid jerky
mushroom?
or eel jerky. No, because the eels, there's eeleries all over the place.
Yeah.
That's one of the only relatively cheap sources of protein you can grab other than the mushrooms.
Hell yeah.
And you see her kind of take a piece and she puts it in her mouth and she chews for a second. And she takes another piece and absentmindedly just holds it up. And for a split second, you swear you see one of those horns that's roughly snake shaped. Just snap.
Nice.
And then the food is gone out of the hands. And you find yourself questioning, like, did that really happen?
Yeah.
Is it horns? Is it snakes on her head? And who knows? Medusa cultivates a kind of mystique about her,
Yeah.
and she says, "Let me take a look around, and let's go ahead and roll for it." If we're actually using her, I'm gonna roll for her,
Okay.
just one die, as opposed to what you might have had two.
Okay. All
If
right.
you wanted to do sway
Yeah.
or command to kind of help her out, I would take that. Are you
have
good with one
neither of those.
Okay, yeah. So she goes
Are
out.
we all here together?
I thought it was just those two.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a personal,
Yeah.
a
The
reunion
fact that
of
she
sorts.
pulled up her veil, I don't think she's ever done that with us yet. So
Yeah.
It's a see-through veil, right? It's not like
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you can get the idea of what I look like, but you have not
Okay.
seen my face. It is kind of scary. So.
all right. Well, then big money. This is an important role. Not great.
was that a 3?
That was a 2.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh,
Aw,
yikes.
Medusa.
She comes back and she says, "It was difficult. I can tell that it's important to them because not many people had ever heard of it. That and the monks that run it seem to be recluses. I don't think they ever leave the place that they do the brewing. But I did find out that it's an old, abandoned church of ecstasy, and it's down in the catacombs beneath that. They have a setup of some kind. The brewers are strange monks in terrible condition. I don't think they're being fed very well. They might even be amenable to helping you.
Oh yeah, we would know about that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, well, it's in House Kellis's wheelhouse for sure.
All right.
The ale itself seems to be legit. I think it lets you talk to your ancestors, summon ghosts. That's all I could find out.
All right. That's more than enough.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're probably totally fucked. Sorry.
Yeah, probably. But hey, gotta die sometime, right?
That's right. Are you serious about me working behind the bar? Is that something you'd really entertain?
Yes. We need it.
A person like me, it wouldn't put a certain patina
Oh.
taint on the bar.
Medusa, especially a person like you. Wait until you find out what goes on behind the scenes.
Survive this mission, and then come talk to me after.
I'll be back for you.
Okay. And when I say mission, of course, I mean score.
Right. Obviously.
For sure. Okay. All right. She's done then. She has a client coming in. She bids you farewell. She reaches up gingerly and actually pulls your veil back down for you before you go back into the street. And she says, live to fight another day.
You too.
I'm tearing up.
love it.
Me too. Oh, I feel emotional right now.
That was so moving.
That's funny. I like Medusa.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like Medusa a lot. Okay. Yeah, that might be technically for you to actually use her in any capacity. We have to spend experience making her into a cohort. But that doesn't mean she couldn't work at the bar and not be an asset
Yeah.
until you did something like that.
Yeah.
Or she could be a backup character for one of you to play as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yep. Okay. So we've selected it. Let me look real quick. I believe that the only thing left to do is we have to determine where we have to determine your load, and we have to determine the detail that you're going to do. Like, what kind of thing is this going to be? Are you going to just assault this place full on? Are you going to try and use some method of deception to sneak your way in? Stealth? Are you going to go full stealth? What are you planning? What are you thinking?
I feel like Shroud probably knows this place the best. What do you think?
So I don't think any of you have ever been. It's
Yeah.
an old catacomb underneath a church. Yeah.
Church of Ecstasy.
Yeah. Which, by the way, state sanctioned religion. The cult of ecstasy, the Church of Ecstasy, is it's the religion that the most people follow, and it's a very much like chase your bliss kind of thing. Even if your bliss is kind of fucked up, there's a lot of churches of ecstasy around. Many stand abandoned.
So would that rule out assault? Because that's the first thing I thought.
I
about.
think so. I mean, we're not really assault people, you know. Well, I guess you kind of are, aren't you?
I mean, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're flexible enough.
You're definitely assault of the earth.
Ew.
Stop it. We could do assault if you want to just hit him head on, or
How much rage do you have? Because we're just following your lead at this point.
yeah,
Do we just want to burn this mother to the ground?
yeah, definitely. But we could do that at the end.
That
you
was
know?
my thought too.
Yeah.
Do we need to sneak in and then
and-
plan for a way to burn the place to the ground?
You guys are planning the shit out of some stuff right now.
No,
No,
we're not.
no.
No plan. We're just looking at the character.
We're just looking
just
to
look-
make an informed decision.
to make it informed. We're gathering information,
That's right. Mm-hmm. But not planning.
not planning.
Not planning.
So we're picking. We're just picking a plan right now.
Yeah.
So not assault, leaning towards.
Deception or stealth?
I like stealth.
Stealth?
I like stealth.
Okay.
And we can, in terms of items, we can bring something to.
True.
Yeah, we're all we're not planning. We're not
Not
planning.
planning.
We're not planning.
Not
right,
Not
right.
allowed to
Planning.
plan. And also, don't forget that you just pick your number of loadout. You don't pick any of the items you're
Yep.
bringing
Right.
there
Right, right,
until
right.
you
right,
actually
right.
need them.
Right.
Stealth.
Stealth or deception? Stealth,
Stealth.
I'll
Stealth.
go stealth.
letting your lurk take the lead.
Yep.
What's everybody's loadout? Remember, light is 3 items, normal is 5, and heavy is 6.
We got to go light if we're stealthing around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to be real cautious.
It's true.
So, yeah.
Mayhap.
3.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's get ready for the engagement roll.
Okay.
This is the role that I always hope that you guys just absolutely fucking fail horrifically.
You jerk.
Is this operation particularly bold or daring? You're potentially, it depends on, okay, real talk, let's establish it. Are you just going for the goods, or are you going to take and steal this turf for your own? If you steal the turf, it makes it where you require less reputation to level up your group,
Yeah.
and it secures 2 additional coin for every single job you ever pull again that has anything to do with a supply. So, but it's more dangerous.
Let's go big.
Let's go big and
Let's
bold.
go big.
Okay, so that's 1 for the sheer luck, 1 additional die for a bold or daring operation. Does your detail expose a vulnerability of the target? I don't think so. Your detail is just to sneak in. And as a matter of fact, you don't even know. There might be particular defenses or special preparations that you don't know about. I think I'm going to take away that 1 that I just gave you.
Ah.
Sorry. Are there any other elements that any of you can sell me on that make it where you have an extra die on this roll?
I think Shroud likely not only still has Medusa on the inside, but other folks that she was connected to while she was enslaved there.
Okay. All right. I would have also accepted just Shroud's vendetta.
That's
right?
what I was
Like
going to say.
anger.
Yeah.
We can add
Like
that.
pure rage
Yeah.
and
Yes,
yeah.
What is
and
it? Was it from
personal. yes.
from American Gods? Like mad get shit done or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Such a good quote. Okay. Here it is.
So more die, right?
Just 2. I took 1 away. I gave you 1 back. You got 1 to start with. All right. Fuck yes. Oh my God. It's a 2.
Why do we let you roll?
Wait, seriously.
For a 2, you start off in a desperate situation.
Okay.
So I'm just going to start it up just a little bit, just a taste for this week.
Just a sample.
Yeah. You find yourselves in the catacombs beneath a church of ecstasy. Your carefully laid plans for sneaking in have all gone to shit when one of you triggers an alarm that starts ringing at the top. Just blah, 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 blah. Some kind of electroplasm powered thing that is running through the whole of it. And you hear voices down below. Get the rifles. Somebody's up above. We'll find out what happens next time.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Haunted Halls is a production of WSC Media. Bobby White is your host, with Jerry, Christy, and Bonnie voicing our scoundrel protagonists. Introductory song by Josh Wagner, Toby Bradner, Brandon O'Connor, with additional music by Bobby White. For more information, catch us on hauntedhalls.com, spelled Hauls. And if you like what you've been hearing, please support us on our Patreon.
If you'll stop interrupting me, God.
Sorry. There's only one way to find out.